Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people, the traditional custodians of the land on which these videos are made, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides in the universal energies. Absolute pleasure to have you along. Yeah, cold is going slowly, but it is getting better every day. I just want to point out that if you're having issues with the volume, in other words, the ads are a lot louder than the, sorry, I'm just unwrapping a lozenge here. The ads are louder than my actual videos. It's not a problem from this end. Go into your settings when you're in a video. It's the cog when you click on a video, and check that your stable volume is switched on. Also, yes, Vera Hart or whatever her name is, manifestations. It's all spam. You can either report it by the 3 dots on the side as whatever you like, or just leave it because I will catch it in the comments. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this reading? This has actually caught my attention quite intently. It's on a website called renewable-energy-industry.com in regards to their news section, the latest news. And what is the latest news? Well, it appears that the planned Power of Siberia #2 pipeline project between Ruski and China is in a deadlock and not going forward. So apparently that there is a pipeline that has been built from Siberia to export gas to China. China's now pretty much in the driving seat and said that the Ruskies have to pay for the pipeline and they want a significant discount. So what's happened is that the Ruskies are insisting on selling only at market-based prices, and China has said, yeah, nah, no thank you, not interested. Okay, what I want to have a look at is that I've often gotten, first of all, I'm going to have a look to see whether the pipeline will actually go ahead. I think what is happening is the Chinese have basically come out and said, oh, we're only going to pay you 2% of market value, something along those lines. We're not going to take as much. And it's pretty much the Ruskies have thought this would have been their answer to what they no longer export to Europe, that they would get the money this way, and it's pretty much falling down around their ears. Okay, so the pipeline designed to transport up to 50 billion cubic meters annually from fields in Western Siberia via Mongolia to China, and it would bring it close to the capacity of the former Nord Stream 1 Baltic pipeline, which no longer, I believe, is in use. If I'm wrong, I do apologise. I'm just looking at this particular article here. Okay. According to the Wall Street Journal, Chinese officials had made it clear even before Putin's body double's recent visit, because they know that the agreement would only be possible with significantly improved terms for the Chinese. And the Ruski delegation was reportedly asked to not raise the issue again. Okay. So yeah, another way that Ace of Wands, big stick moment, and the King of Swords, new strategy. New legal action perhaps, or new strategy. What my question is, do apologise, is I've often seen Siberia splitting from the rest of Ruski. Now, news has come out overnight that Ukraine deployed 400 attack drones to Moscow overnight. I don't know how many got through. But yes, it's very much, and now it's not just oil depots. because pretty much the shadow fleet's been taken out for exporting the oil. They're now attacking commercial infrastructure like warehousing, etc. Okay, so what do I actually want to have a look at? The Ruskies, they're desperate. They are desperate, and I'm talking about the Kremlin. They've apparently tossed out the defense minister and replaced him. It's just a bit of musical chairs, seat warming, as a show of good faith, but it's not really. But financially, they are absolutely desperate with that Five of Pentacles. So I want to have a look. I want to have a look at the future of Siberia. I read on this years ago. I've gotten that Siberia itself will separate from the rest of Ruski. Can't remember how long ago. Actually, I'll have a look. Hang on a sec. Okay, it was over 4 years ago, nearly 5 years ago, and then over 12 months ago, I did a reading on Siberia being a food bowl of the future Europe. First of all, I want to ask, what does China know? What does China know? Page of Swords, they've got spies on the inside. The Knight of Cups, the Trojan Horse, the false offer that they're now reneging on because they know this desperation for any cash. Five of Pentacles, but they're also out in the cold. Okay. And then you've got the Five of Cups. So you've got two fives, regret, loss, and then the Sun card, full exposure. So I want to have I'm going to have a quick ask about the Hierophant, about the governance and the secrets they're keeping with the High Priestess, the Hierophant and the High Priestess. They're playing an interesting game here. On the bottom, we've got the Seven of Swords, this lying, betraying, the Lovers, in regards to unbalanced contracts and agreements that are fast turning into a nightmare situation with that Nine of Swords. I want to ask, because they had the Putin double, the Pooty double, go to China. Just putting these back randomly, so it'll be interesting to see if they come out again. This changed because the Chinese government know that Pooty's gone. I've read, oh gosh, it was nearly, 18 months ago. Can't remember how long it was that I first got that he's no longer around. Secrets on the bottom, secrets that will be revealed. Is this change because the CCP, Chinese Communist Party, know that the Pooty is gone? Five of Wands, infighting, conflict, struggle for leadership power, challenged by the Six of Cups. So it's Five of Wands challenged by the Six of Cups. Yeah, they know that within the Kremlin there is this, it's about to implode. This is why they're holding back. So the Six of Cups can be naivety, but it can also be something from the past coming forward. The King of Wands and new action being taken in the past. The Ten of Wands, ending overreach, ending inability to get to the finish line, crowning the reading. The Six of Coins, the financial desolation is what I'm hearing. Page of Cups, something unexpected being announced out of left field. The Lovers, the Regret, even though I put them back randomly, here they both are again. News coming out really quickly. The Knight of Swords, like again, really quickly. And then a new deal being done with that Three of Coins, and then Ace of Wands, a new plan. I think they do. I think they are very much aware. We've got the High Priestess, the Trojan Horse, the False Figure, and the Nine of Wands. Surrendering to what is known, the messaging. Delusional, Seven of Cups, and the Eight of Swords, pretty much holding the Kremlin hostage. Volatile information coming forward with that Knight of Wands. I'm going to say yes. I think somehow, because we know these people, they take their own toilet, so that Three of Swords, down for the count. Treason, betrayal, heartbreak, loss, but down for the count. They take their own utensils, toilets, whatever, so that their DNA can't be harvested. Do not underestimate the ability of the Chinese. They know that the figure that went to see them is not Hootie, is what I'm getting. Is that right? Yeah, secrets to be revealed, the Moon card. It's a yes card. Things that have been kept under wraps, under the cover of darkness, but will be exposed. Okay. I want to have a look. Because Siberia is sort of up off Mongolia there from memory. Is China planning for, because the CCP, or put simply, the Chinese people, they don't plan in 3 or 4 year election cycles. They plan in decades, generations, hundreds of years. That card doesn't want to go in. Yes, an agreement. They want to trade directly with new opportunities. They're seeing new opportunities with the Two of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, financial opportunities potentially, or just even earth opportunities, and the Two of Cups to deal directly with Siberia. And this is after something tragic is revealed. Just that was on, those two were on the top, those two were on the bottom. The Two of Cups refused to go back in the deck, and then the card on the bottom was the Ace of Pentacles, which is big yes card and the biggest yes card in the deck. And this is after some loss, betrayal, treason, downfall, whatever you like to call it, with the Three of Swords is revealed with the Sun card. Absolutely they are. And they're going to they're prepared to walk away. Five of Swords, they're prepared to walk away and be the bully in the room in regards to the Ruskies. Okay, let's have a look. Future of Siberia. Time for another check-in. Okay, future of Siberia. Future of Siberia. So, Wheel of Fortune turning. The Emperor taking control for their own, having control over their own destiny, the Emperor, and looking at options with that Four of Cups. Now we've got this Three of Swords again. There's Three of Swords being revealed, with the Queen of Cups being revealed, the Ten of Wands, inability to reach the end goal of the governance, and then we have the Minor Arcana Death card. Four of Swords, Four of Wands, Ruski with the Empress, regret, Five of Cups, Five of Swords, King of Swords, King of Pentacles, Judgment, and out in the cold. China sees the CCP, they see the end of even this portion of the Ruski Empire. This is why they're holding off. They want to trade. Tell me. China trading with Siberia. Let's have a look. I think that reading I did 5 years ago said it would be about, oh gosh, I can't remember. Was it 10 years in the future or something? Or thereabouts, but it might be a little bit sooner. Let's have a look. Mind you, there's a lot to happen between now and that particular timing. Trade between Siberia and China direct. Come on down, let's have a look. I'll stop throwing cards at you and actually do a layout. Right, the Knight of Swords, a harsh truth coming forward, a new truth being presented, coming forward. Coming fairly quickly too. Oh, on the bottom we got the World card. Ending, new beginnings, end of an era, start of a new. Challenged by some sort of false victory here. Can be a victory card. Surrender, perhaps. Something happening really quickly as this is undone. The Eight of Cups, the energy that they're in at the moment is right now they're prepared to walk away towards this new beginning, but they're not at the new beginning yet. Prepared to walk away from what was. Ten of Wands again in the past, the overreach and subsequent collapse. Four of Coins, the merchant keeping his money dry. Also got the World there. Looking at options around the world. keeping his powder dry pretty much. The government, the immediate future, the Emperor, the oligarchs, the King of Coins, Queen of Swords, and the hopes and fears. So this is taking control internally, dealing with the providers direct. Yeah, there's that agreement again, Two of Cups, the judgment moment, and the Queen of Cups. Something being revealed about someone who's passed, Three of Swords. The World card, choices. They're prepared to wait until the surrender, and then they will create something new. Queen of Wands. Always get that the next proper elected leader of Ruski is going to be a female. Brings about the downfall so that it can be Two of Coins, juggling, and then moving forward with the Six of Swords. The downfall. Okay, let me just ask this question. Is China waiting for Siberia to split from the rest of Ruski? Is China waiting for Siberia? If you're wondering what the deck is, it's the Tarot Grand Lux. Is CCP, who is more than Xi Jinping, they waiting for, yes, Sun card, yes, Wheel of Fortune, time's changing. I'm just, Hermit on the top, Ace of Swords, Page of Swords. They know the truth about what's happening within the Kremlin and the fact that it's about to implode with the tower. About to implode. Yeah, I'm going to say yes, they are. Okay, interesting reading. I'm going to leave that there. Catch you shortly.